Ash says, I know wow. Ich habe eine Jommel in der Throat. It means I got something stuck in my throat. In Deutsch. Mm. So, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I thought I wanted to laugh a little bit, so what better than laughing with myself? Let's have that clip. Hello, Abhi. So, welcome to Canada. You're here now. Where are you? Which province are you located now? What happened to your app? He disappeared? Saumia says, "Good morning, sir. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Please let me know your. I can't see the thumbnail. Your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. Saumia. IP says Ontario. Huh. Oh, you had some trouble typing. Okay, no problems. Welcome to Canada. It's well, you're heading into winter soon, in a few months. It might be cold there usually. I don't know how cold it is there, but when I was getting some training for some company that I was working, I don't know, 40 years ago, it was cold. Wintertime was cold. But it's a big city, so mm, hope you'll have a great experience there. So you going to which university? Okay, Samuya, but what age and which city are you watching the program? Saumia Chaturvedi. Thumbnail is about Babe Lai. I don't know what Babe Lai is, but thumbnails are so small that it's hard to know what they really are. Oh, I can see it's like a cartoon character. I enlarged it. Yeah, let me know your age and which city you're there. Samu Saumia says, I'm from India and I'm age 18. Ah, okay. Abhi says, not university, but it's a college for postgraduate diploma in Lambton College, Toronto, going for supply chain management. Aha, good. What is it? 2 year program, is it? 2 year with internship. So including in that 2 year, internship is included in that 2 year. That's pretty good. So you probably go back and get a better job. Good for you, preparing. And Apis is very excited to come to Vancouver one day and meet you. Now, don't waste your time and money at the moment. Things are not that um, as easy as it was like 3, 4 years ago. So focus on your studies. Don't waste your time, and then hopefully someday we can see each other if that comes to be. But right now, your first and foremost on your agenda should be taking advantage of your opportunity and complete that process. But thank you for sure. So Mia says, "Sir, which drink you are taking? Green tea. Green tea. It is actually pomegranate. It's pomegranate green tea. It's actually pretty good. And you're enough. Don't forget. Don't ever forget that says hello, hello. You're enough, but it's not enough to tell me hello. I need to know your age, gender, where you're tuning in from. And Abhi says included, yes, included, but have to find internship by man. Oh, that's not good. They should have. Probably there's an advisor in college that you can go to, and you know, maybe the professor of the main study, main course that relates to what you're studying. Maybe they can put some introduction. It's pretty much it's free for that company that is going to be hiring you. So why wouldn't they? So at least you can learn stuff. And pieces, but the meeting you is a dream come true. Hopefully after study for sure, God willing. Aman says, yo, Miran, yo, Aman, 20 male India. Saumi says, will you come India for vacation? Well, when it was world was normal, these things could have arranged. If somebody in India would have arranged some kind of a meeting for me to maybe discuss things and share things, yeah. But at the moment, you got to have so many things done to you before you're allowed to travel, and I'm not interested in that. So I guess I won't travel for a while. And you are now says 25-year-old from East Africa, just graduated. Any advice for us 20s? It's hard out here, yeah. It's pretty much hard anywhere at the moment. What they have done to the world has made it pretty much, you know, you have differences in foundation, but pretty much hard everywhere, in everything. So I think right now the world has gone crazy, and whatever logic they're using doesn't make sense. And whoever chooses to think of it makes sense, fine. And whoever doesn't, fine. We still got to remember we all must be united in protecting freedom and our rights. Regardless of what your choice is, still the subject and the concept of freedom must survive so we can be and do and choose whatever it is that you want to select. Whether this way or that way, eat this or don't eat, do this or don't do that, get this or don't get this. It's all about first the foundation, the freedom must be there. So you can exercise it however you wish. Otherwise, we're living in a fascism environment, which is not what our forefathers really fought for all their lives. And so, pretty much, you got to find out there when you have graduated from university or from however institution, find out what's the market's need and get into some import export business, things that people really want there and it's not there. Find the source, bring it in small quantities, and sell it. And if it sells and you get good selling, sample selling, then you know that it works and you bring a little bit more. And you build a clientele and then you bring more. And then you search and see what other things are missing. Maybe you bring another item. But the items that are not already there and the items that people really want, not because you like it, no, people can actually see the use and want it. So, in other words, let some other entity have already introduced that product. People know about it a little bit and get something maybe similar to it, but maybe cheaper, but still good quality. And see where it goes. You know, you got to be in business to make some money, right? I don't know where the world is headed, but that would be what at a normal time one would do. Be it that this is not normal times, but that's all I have to say about that at this time because I don't know what opportunities are available where you are in East Africa. Uh, Aman says, "Have you ever been to a musical concert? Are you talking about the like 24-piece orchestra or something like that, or you mean a concert of some musician, celebrity, singer, pop singer, whatnot? Or are you talking about what philharmonic type of orchestra, or like bands and pop music and stuff like that? I've been to both anyhow. Yeah, musician. Yeah, when I was in school, I saw Barry White and Love Unlimited Orchestra. That was amazing because Barry White was very famous and very good voice. You know, there wasn't the time that you wanted to go on a date and you wouldn't put on Barry White music. You know, if there was some kind of a private moment, and or any party that slow dances were usually Barry White. That was the most romantic time that you would try to, kind of invite the girl you like, and because that would mean really, like, if the girl says yes to that sort of a atmosphere of music, you would have really thought that, oh, maybe she's interested. And then I've seen Lionel Richie's or concert. Um, what's his name? I forgot his name. Um, Very famous in the world. Very famous, but he hasn't been making music for a long time. I think he retired. I can't remember his name. But very famous in the world. Anyhow, I've seen Johnny Cash. I've seen it's funny, a few other that I can't remember. Chris Christopherson, I believe. Chris Christopherson. And Elton John. That's the one. Elton John. And what else? There was another one. Can't remember the name, but yeah, I've seen a bunch. Abby says, I hope I get a good success here in Canada and there's a lot of opportunities for me as well. Fingers crossed and lots of love to you. Thank you very much, Appy. I wish you all the best, and I know you'll be successful because you're determined. You want to be successful, so you'll do the work that it takes to be successful. Learn as much as you can, and build a good life, good foundation, and provide for yourself and your family. All the best, and thanks for being here. Aman says, "Wow, Elton John. Yeah, yeah. When we were in college, he was at the height of his career. And happy but not satisfied. Says, just wanted to say a year ago I saw one of your videos and help my recovery much faster. Delighted to hear that. Thank you for sharing. Don't forget to support the channel in the way of talking about it and promoting it any way, which way you can. The channel, moves like a turtle, very slow somehow. We still haven't reached that million subscribers that we were hoping. You all know that you can always reach me at mind@seekstruth.com, mind@seekstruth.com. That's my site where you can make an appointment for a Skype consultation and we will explore it together, one on one, on Skype, what's concerning you. I had a live stream earlier today about two something, 2 o'clock, two something. And before I go about my usual 10K walk at nights, I thought maybe I'll have a short one. Chit chat, nothing heavy, just about relationships mostly. If anyone has something to ask, I'm here for the next short while. Appy says, thank you always for the motivation and support coming from you. My pleasure, Appy. You'll do fine. I'm not worried about you. You're quite welcome, happy, but not satisfied. You know how it is when you want to drink tea and it's damn hot, especially in this cup. This cup, Yeti cup, keeps it hot. You leave home, go for 2, 3 hours, and come back still hot. So when you've just poured a hot tea and you want to drink it out of the little opening here, you got to be very careful because once it come in, it's going to burn the hell out of you. So I was very careful, and yes, it is hot. So forget sipping big. Let's see if I have any fillers. I'll put in here. I don't have any fillers. I should add some fillers for you guys. Gonna make it a little bit entertaining. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.
But we too, like the iceberg, have 1,000 times bigger powers that is not visible, and we must. Why? Is it something we're rambling on and I expect you to accept it? Or is there actually another power within us? Would you come and help me out? Okay. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing. Again, I just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead, when you're ready. Go ahead. So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really doing it. You convinced? Yeah. So are you guys convinced? But there is something other than thinking. Thank you very much.
All right, we're back. I can do this every time I want to go warm up my tea, I guess. So let's see what we have here. Brut- Brutal Savage dot one says, let's talk about showing appreciation in a relationship, which many don't ever do. All right, let's talk about it. What is it that you want to, and how is it that you want to show that? And if there's something that you want to see if it's good or bad, or is it you're looking for ideas? Be specific. And once as well, filler feels like morning TV. Really, was it good? Okay, good. I gotta add more fillers. I've got little bits and pieces here that could be funny. I will find that. So you're enough. Don't ever forget it. Says thank you. I have a business idea and currently working on it. I have I wish to know how you reached where you are now. That will be interesting for sure. Well, I haven't reached anywhere. If I had reached anywhere, I would have been more, had more subscribers. There's only 23,000 subscribers here. So, although we have about 3,000 videos on this channel, that's pretty much, isn't it? I've been busy. But we don't have we don't have, a million subscribers. That's the problem. Something is missing here. And I know it's not the content, but it's, I don't know, some kind of a flair or hoopla or whatever it is. Or it's just basically, it's one of those channels that people don't want to spend time learning. They want everything injected to them. So, um, Philip says, can you do a live regarding HOCD? I always have. Look at all many of these little videos come from the live question and answer. I trimmed them and put them there. But even this morning, we had a bunch of HOCD questions, and once it's not public yet because it's processing still. It was just a few hours ago, and or you can go on my channel and go to the playlists, and there are two playlists that is all about HOCD. Pretty good number of videos, plus the links I've put of Dr. Phillipson, Dr. Jan Weiner, Dr. Schwartz. They're all experts in OCD and subsets of OCD, and they can be very informative on their channels. And I have many, like maybe 400 videos on HOCD right here in this channel. If you go on the playlist and you look for intrusive transient OCD, HOCD, negative thoughts, one playlist, and the other one, intrusive OCD, HOCD, short videos, two playlists have got lots of interesting videos on them. One is specifically talking about interpretation of thoughts and what they mean, because you all have questions. Oh, this thought came to my mind. What does that mean? So we discussed that. And then the other one is actual focus on the separation between brain thoughts that are your thoughts and thoughts that are brain's thoughts and you. The separation between brain and you sets out the proper foundation to understand who you are, that you're not the brain and brain is not you. So whatever bullshit the brain puts out, you ignore it, and how to ignore it and so on. It's the rest of it is in the videos. And you might want to definitely watch Dr. Schwartz's description of OCD and how to handle it, HOCD and whatnot. Brain Lock is the name of his book. And definitely watch Dr. Phillipson's video. It's a um, it's a interview with him. It's a 47, 50 minutes, very informative. And Dr. Jan Weiner, or Wiener, lots of little pieces of information that it's in her videos. They're all very helpful to understand the bullshit that most of us go through once in a while, namely HOCD. Aaron says, "Hello, I commented on one of your videos about 30 minutes ago. Thank you for your response." Oh, did you? I didn't notice the name. I just responded. Well, okay, great. Aaron says, "Don't worry about how many subscribers you have." Well, I don't, but I do because the number of subscribers I have shows the more viewers. And the more viewers the channel has, there'll be more advertisement and more economic viability. So the channel starts making money so we can do more of the things that I have in mind, which, productions and things that I want to create. When the world was normal, I was planning on, once it gets to that level, to travel and put workshops and then share with people a lot more than I can share here. But that's why it's important to have more subscribers. Of course, that's what it is. What can we do? People want more, entertainments and not addressing the real issues, but just, focusing on some kind of a hope or stuff like that, rather than the roots of the matter that is of question, and how to deal with it, how to understand it, how understand our psyche, thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, ego, and understand what mechanical process, order, and things like that has. How does it affect the breakups and relationship? How does it affect our psyche and leads to OCD and the rest of it? So that's a little different channel that we have here, but uh, only the smart ones are interested in it. And we know there are less smart people in the world than than smart. So, and Year Enough says you have 2 million plus views. That doesn't happen to everyone. I don't have too many 2 million plus views. Oh, views, yes, I do. I have lots of views, but uh, you know that's supposed to happen every month. It's not every month. It's all collectively. You know, like 2 million people have seen this channel. What is it? What's the real number in the past 10 years? So that's not much, really. Only people who are looking for some real information, they're here. Otherwise, they're not here. Let's see. 23,727. And why is it that I can't see the views? That's funny. I used to get into it very easy. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I have, don't know, don't see it here. I don't know. I used to see it very easy. Where is it? No idea. See, only last month, 28 days, it's been. I gotta read these numbers here. Okay, I can do that later. I can't see the numbers. I used to see it very easily. Whatever. So, you are enough says the impact you make on our lives. I wish you knew, sir. Yeah, I think I do, but I just wonder. I wish more people would be able to reach our channel, or we would reach more people. Our channel would, so we could actually help more people. I don't know why we can't be so visible. So that's my beef. Philip Taleski says, okay, cool. Do you ever do one on one therapy sessions regarding this? Well, of course. Have you not checked my channel, my site, www.mindthatseekstruth.com? Yes, I have many of those appointments throughout the week. My consultation business off of the site is quite busy, but the channel itself is very selective members. You know, it's not like 1 or 2 million subscribers. That's where I wanted to get it because then we are reaching more people. At the same time, leaves more time to allocate to this because it's making the channel is economically viable. So then I can cut away from my businesses and then bring here because this is what I love to do. I, my passion is here, and the effects of it I know where the effects are because I worked hard on researching and studying scholars of hundreds of years ago, neuroscientists, neurosurgeons, psychologists, psychotherapists, most importantly, the work and life of Mr. Jiddu Krishnamurti, which is a person who learned everything he learned inwardly. He didn't read anybody else's books. He learned, analyzed his own psyche so thoroughly that psychologists around the world and quantum physics professors around the world would find their way to group up and come have a meeting with him and ask their questions and have a dialogue with him. It's a very important, advancements in understanding the psyche because he looked at it and presented it uh, differently than the text and academic approach. So, understanding the relationship between thoughts and consciousness, where did they come from? How are they connected? How do they affect each other? And then the fear and the desire, role of pleasure and permanency and impermanency. And what about ego? And what about mechanical process? The order of life, and all these that shapes us who we are and interferes or complements what we are capable of doing, gives us enough information to know ourselves better. And when we know ourselves better, things will change. We don't take things as it shows up in our head as a gospel or some mandate or something that is the way it is. No, we will understand that we're the boss and the brain works for us, not the other way around. Understanding all these helps with many aspects of our life, including OCD and HOCD, which I had all kinds of it when I was much younger. OCD all through my life. And HOCD also hit me. And then I wanted to know more and see where is the effect, what is happening. So I had to study further Dr. Schwartz's work and the experiences of Dr. Grable and her postgraduate study student. Um, I think it's um, Kyle Smith, I believe, about neuroscience of habits and the role of dopamine and so on in OCD, and then OCD subsets. And so there are lots to learn. And through the past many years and through my own experiences in life and things that I experienced and wrote and learned in martial arts, meditation, mind and body coordination, and experiences in life, and studies of works of Jiddu Krishnamurti and many other scientists and scholars throughout the past 11 years, made it possible for me to write my books and at the same time be able to approach this in a possibly different way than the certain academia as they're used to approach it, and enhance that understanding and helpfulness to get people out of the challenges that they're facing with through knowledge. So here we are. So Philip, that was for you. I send it through there. You go on my site and make an appointment for 1 hour. And when new client makes an appointment for 1 hour for the first time, I will add another hour to it on my own. And so we'll have ample time to explore what's concerning you one on Skype or Zoom, whatever it works for you guys. And we have Rihanna James says, can we ask questions pertaining to breakup and moving? Of course, that's what it is for. Here, especially tonight, we're talking mostly about relationships and breakups. And some other nights, we talk about both OCD and substance of OCD and breakups and relationships. Amongst this algorithm, yeah, this algorithm, I don't, so complicated. Philip says, thank you. You're quite welcome, Philip. Raul says, good morning, sir. How to cope with the insecurity regarding our partner? Also, what are the things which keep married relationship healthy in long term? If you know it, let me know. Because there was a movie I watched, and it was Tim Allen. It's called Jungle to Jungle. And when he traveled to somewhere in Africa where his wife was doing volunteer work for, some health, um, you know, um, assistance to the city or the village that she was working at, and he wanted to get divorced so he could marry the younger girl that he had found. So when he arrives to that country, his wife's lawyer, local lawyer, greets him, and Tim Allen says, "Where's my wife? We're supposed to sign some papers for second, and then I'm gone." And he said, "I don't know, sir. He who knows what woman wants knows everything, but even God doesn't know that." And that's what his answer was. And it was funny. So stuck up here. So, having said that, so your question is how to cope with the insecurity regarding our partner. You can't help that. You're insecure that if she's going to leave you or not. You can't help that. You don't know, because she may be just perfectly fine today, and the next day she will see something different that she wants, or there's a glitch in her head, or somehow she wants to pursue some other goals in life, and she changes. And that's everybody's right to change their plans. And women seem to have double the right because they can do whatever they want, and you're supposed to be okay with it. And that's the truth. You're supposed to be okay with it because you also have choices. They have choices, and you got to respect their choices, and you have choices. So if you want to worry about how to control your partner, that's not going to go well, because nobody likes to be controlled. It's about free choice. So worrying about if she's going to leave you or not, you're insecure if somebody sees her, or she's a good-looking girl and somebody hits on her. You don't have to worry about it. It's her duty to fend that off and not pay attention to that, whatever it is that is approaching her. You're not responsible to do her job. If she's committed, she loves you, and she wants to have a relationship with you, there's certain rules and certain proper behavior that she should follow, as you have to. It's not just one-way street. If you're not, hitting on other chicks and all that, then she should also easily fend off men who may be hitting on her. So you can't be bothered by what it is, her choice and her duty to take care of. Otherwise, what are you going to be doing? You're always thinking, well, oh, maybe somebody smiles at her, or maybe she smiles at somebody. Don't worry about that. You can't control things. Things you can't control, you shouldn't try to control. That's up to her. So your insecurity is on you, it's not on her. You can't expect her to come and give you some kind of a promissory note or signed document that you can be comfortable. I will never cheat on you. I will. No, you don't know. Maybe she will, she won't. But you should not really seek certainty. Just live your life. If you find that she is not being proper in the committed to the relationship, then you make a decision, you leave, or you discuss it. If it doesn't work, you leave. That's it. What else can you do? But trying to turn all the things that is going on into certainty and get assurance from it, then you're spending all your life to get assurance and certainty, instead of just saying, hey, I have a choice. If something hits me that I don't like, say, okay, fuck it, I go. Whatever it is, people's suggestion, your brain suggestion, your partner suggestion, your girlfriend says this or does that, you don't like it, you have a choice. You make modifications to that, what is happening, and if it's not in line with your values, you move on. But you can't be expecting others to comply to what you expect them to be. If they are, great. If they're not, you move on. So that will take away from your worry about, the insecurity, because you always have a choice. It's not like, oh, she chooses to flirt with the other guys, but I have to stay. No, you don't have to. She's not behaving the way you expect, improper, move on. And it's going to be her missing you, right? Why should it be always you to miss her, even though she's not behaving properly? So have respect for yourself, and wish her well if she's not complying to what you guys have arranged. If something happens that you don't like it, then you'll make an action and you separate from her. But until then, there's no sense worrying about it. And what keeps a marriage relationship healthy? It's give each other enough space, at the same time not overwhelm each other with love bombing and so on. And because human being doesn't have enough confidence, and if you really pay too much attention to a woman, the woman thinks she's too good for you. And the same thing, if the woman pays too much attention to you, you may think that you're too good for her. So it has to be balanced with love and care, emotion and compassion and passion and attention, but not overly. So they can have their own space, you can have your own space. Then you will miss each other to spend some time. But definitely arrange a certain ritual between yourself and your wife or your girlfriend. If you're committed in a committed relationship, have certain rituals. Like, once a week we will have this, we'll do this together. Like I don't know, whatever it is you're interested. We go for a bike, or play tennis, or picnic, or we go for a movie night, or we have certain kind of a date night, or we set up time to play this game together, or travel to certain place. You have certain kind of a rituals that you will continue every week or every month, according to what it is and how suitable that is. And they also try to find things that are compatible and are of interest to both of you, and then share those. Not that, okay, I like this and I like this too. Sometimes what you guys like, you can also try to arrange so you can do it together. Whether it's playing chess, or running at the seashore, or whatever it is. Or you can also have some kind of a interest to make sure that you follow your own interest and be okay with the other one to take a little bit of a time for herself or for himself and enjoy whatever it is that they want to accomplish. So find things that are in common with both of you and share them sometimes and create that experience and ongoing growth that would be kind of while individually and independent, but also keeps you in line of each other's growth as well. So you're kind of aware of each other's strength and shortcomings because you're involved in the experiences, and at the same time you're strengthening your relationship by sharing certain interests, common interests. Now that's in short. There's a lot more that we can talk about, but I guess this will end up being a little bit too long. Okay, what else do we have here? All right, I'll be here for another 12 minutes and then we'll call it off and we'll go about doing other things. Oh, still hot. The good thing about it is that when I bring this up, then you can see Hawaii. Raul says, thanks, sir. Means balance and mutual understanding is a key. Yeah, but mutual understanding is not just to understand each other as good as you could without being involved to a certain limit in each other's lives. Just try to understand. Well, you can't understand when you don't know what's going on in that person's head. So you try to, by sharing certain rituals or certain activities, be a little bit closer mentally than just enjoying each other's physical activities only. All right. Aaron says you missed a few comments. Did I? Let me check it out. Pooja says, I'm Pooja from India, age 24. Hello, Pooja. How are you, dear? And we have Rihanna. I think Rihanna said she wants to ask a question, but I don't think she did. Okay. Aaron Broyd says, when the world was normal. Yeah, good idea. Good question. Aaron says, can you respond in some more detail regarding my comment, please? I feel so lost. Your comment about when the world was normal? That's the only thing I can see here. Or, oh, oh, about your comment that you sent me? I don't remember what the comment was. I gotta go and see it, what it was. You mean the one that you emailed me? Hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, let's see. Aaron says, the thing is, I wasn't fine before I was with her. So I say, why? So the whole motivation of you to be with her was wrong to begin with. Because you wanted to be with her because you were not fine. So she became a solution to your life. That's very bad. If you think of a woman, your partner, that she's going to be a solution to your life, then if she leaves, then you think you lost the solution to your life. Then you're messed up. But she's not a solution to your life. Your motivation to be in a relationship should not be because you can't handle life, and then you expect her to bring the pleasure that she brings with her and she's capable to facilitate, to substitute your shortcomings and your inability to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. So first you got to go and find how you can accomplish what you want to accomplish and learn how to handle life. And then in that position, then you will choose a mate. Not that the mate is going to be the reason for your happiness. because I can't be happy anywhere else on any other way. So the pleasure that she brings is going to be the source of my happiness. That's complete bullshit. And it's going to leave you in the dust when she finds out, or she sees that your behavior is so dependent on her, that she's your God. Because she doesn't think she's a God. She doesn't think she's anything. She's just another human being. But when you make her to be to that level, and yet she's looking for someone that she can cry on his shoulder and lean on his back, and she can't find that in you. So while you're thinking of the pleasure that she brings is the solution to your life, and you feel happy because of the pleasure, not because of what you've accomplished or capable of accomplishing, which is the key, at the same time, she is not finding you to be the one that can also make her feel secure, because she has insecurities. Just because you find her pleasure she brings is so important to you, that doesn't mean she doesn't need or she's perfect. She's scared shitless herself about life. The things that is not she's not capable of accomplishing herself. But you've made out of that a god, and she doesn't know what the hell that is. So she feels weak, because now she has to handle her own shit plus your insecurities or your happiness, the way you think of her. So to begin with, your motivation to be in that relationship to find a girlfriend was wrong. You went in there to be happy. Why do you think she came in there? If she also came in there to be happy, that means neither one of you were happy to begin with. Now you want to be happy together. But if you can't be happy without each other, you can't be happy together. Because being happy should be independent of anything, including relationship. You got to learn how to run and swim in the sea of life. If you know how to do that, then you're happy already. And when you're happy, you attract even more girls and different qualities of girls. And if they come to your life, you won't be happier because you have never been happy. You'll be pleasantly surprised and you'll enjoy that atmosphere, but it wouldn't be the reason for your ability to handle life and be happy. And she would come into your life to make herself happy, but you're going into life for her to make you happy. It's not going to work. Both of you are in there for somebody else, the other one to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy first, then choose a relationship. So to begin with, you took the wrong step, wrong motivation, and eventually she felt it, probably. And now you think, oh, my happiness is gone. No, your happiness hasn't gone out. Your happiness is with you. You never used it. Now it's time for you to use your happiness, learn how to be happy, accomplish your tasks and goals in life, and then on that energy, go and find a girlfriend or whatever it is that you're interested in, and see if they qualify. But in your case, if you haven't found how to be happy without any relationship, any girl that brings pleasure to you, you consider her the source of your happiness. Well, it's easy. When you don't have the happiness, you think any pleasure will give you happiness. You might as well use drinking or drugs, because they're going to make you feel, ah. But remember, just because something makes you feel good, it's not necessarily good for you. You got to make sure what makes you feel good is also good for you. Okay, we know they've said some, drugs and drinks make people feel good in some ways. I'm totally against it, but hey, some people think it makes them feel good. But is it good for them? We know it's not. They get addicted and they die, or they become dependent. They lose every control and accomplishment that they could have in their life. Yeah. So that's definitely not correct thinking, to think anything that makes you feel good is also good for you. You got to be aware of it. So you go to her to make you feel good, pleasure of sex and intimacy and not being alone and all that. Okay. But that dependent is not good for you. You got to be happy first independently, and then you get a girlfriend. That would be balance. Okay. That's pretty much as I go for it today for you. And let's go on to what else have I missed? That's it. Yeah, I think that's all. And Yeah, but you say you didn't get to her as a solution, but you said right now that you were not happy before you got to her. So you were looking for happiness, and the pleasure that you received from being in a relationship with her brought you the happiness that you never had, and you thought, therefore, she's a solution, even though you were not consciously aware of it. But she seemed indirectly was the solution. Now, now that it's broken up, you don't think that you broke up with your girlfriend. You think that the solution to your life is left, not a girlfriend, a relationship broke up. As simple as that. You've given it a bigger number. Oh, I was never happy before that. So therefore, my happiness is gone. Oh, it's more important than I broke up with my girlfriend. We were not compatible anymore. That's it. You make a big deal out of it because you had given her a bigger role in your life than what it was, what it could be. That's what I think for the little that I know. Anyhow, if you're more interested to be is discuss it more in detail, go on my site, make an appointment. We'll then explore it together on Skype. Yeah, I know you're defensive, and maybe the assumptions that I'm making because I don't. You haven't given me much detail, so I can't really read your mind. If you really want to be in detail, you got to go make an appointment on my site, and then we can know what it is that you come from, background, what happened, how did it go on, and I can analyze what went on. But otherwise, from what you just haven't told me, that's all I can say. All right. So we have about 1 minute left. Always make sure in the beginning of any relationship, your reasons for wanting to be in a relationship is accordance to the reasons of your partner. Find out what are your motivations for that relationship. And both of you should at least know about it. So, is it something you're replacing? Is it something you're short of? What is it that you want to be in a relationship? But I always say, regardless of what your situation is, before you get into a relationship, you must have found your happiness and ability to live life and negotiate life and manage life on your own without being in a relationship. And the other one should have done the same. And then the two of you can get together, you can complement each other. Otherwise, one is need of the other one to compensate for what the other one doesn't is not able to accomplish on his or her own. That's universal. Okay, guys, that's 1 hour, 1 minute. It's time for me to say I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. I hope that I will have other spontaneous live streams throughout the weekdays or nights. But if not, I look forward to talk to you again next Saturday at 1 p.m. Vancouver time. In the meantime, be good to yourself and to the others. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Ash says, subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mindthatseekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon.
But we too, like the iceberg, have 1,000 times bigger powers that is not visible, and we must. Why? Is it something we're rambling on and I expect you to accept it? Or is there actually another power within us? Would you come and help me out? Okay. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing. Again, with that. Just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really doing anything. You convinced?
Yeah.
So are you guys convinced that there is something other than, thank you. Thank you very much.